Have anyone you loved or yourself have been adopted? Sit back and think about that, and I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. So, did I give you enough time to think about if anybody that you love, maybe your brother or sister was adopted? Adoption is a great thing. There's a lot of kids out there that need a mom and dad. It could just be somebody in your family that, has a single mom that doesn't want to give the baby up to somebody outside of the family, but would really like it for somebody else to adopt the baby inside the family. So, so the baby can see and know that, I have lived with my parents my whole entire life. They are my paternal grandparents, meaning my birth father's parents. I've never had any interest in ever living with my biological parents. I don't remember ever, from the time I was little and till Sandy was born. There was only 21 months between us. I can remember quite a bit about my young childhood. I can remember a lot more than people think I can. And when I say these things to these individuals, I blow their mind that I can remember all that. I was the one that told my biological father that my biological mother was cheating on him. And I had to be 4, maybe 5. I wasn't in school yet, and we were still living in California. And so I did that. I can just remember all kinds of things. I never lived with them. Never. I'd stay overnight, maybe, if I didn't start crying to go home. There was a big difference in how they treated me and my sister. Even today, when I look back at it, they treated me differently. And they still do. I last seen my birth mother right before I made Tracy, the kid's dad. And I went there for about 2 weeks, I think. And that was it. Didn't do nothing, didn't go nowhere. I was 5 months pregnant with Kylie. Wasn't really shown at all. I was about 6 months pregnant. I can remember Sandy was moving to California, and they were coming. They lived up in Ohio, and they were going to travel the southern route. Southern route's a whole much better way to take if you're driving, to take the southern route through back up to California. Trust me, you know all the ways to get to any way you want to California. I can tell you how to get there. But my preference is also going the southern route. So they were going to go the southern route. And I asked them, I was like, well, they told me that they were going to be in, and they weren't going to stay very long. I'm like, well, you know, if I take off from work and I take my kids out of daycare, and you're only going to be here for 15 minutes, that's not worth it to me. You just keep going. Never once sent my kids anything for Christmas. No, nothing. And they had the addresses. So it's not a, well, we didn't know how to get a hold of you. No, and my birth father, he married, no, not as quick as my birth mother did, but he married the woman he was with after her. They were not married for very long, until she had a massive heart attack, and then he started seeing somebody else. He claimed up and down that he's been seeing for a long time, and this little girl's his, and I offered a DNA test that I paid for, and I was told to F off. So, but let's not forget the fact that, because of their insurance, they kicked her out of the hospital when she needed to have brain surgery, and I turned around and got a hold of the surgeon and got her in for brain surgery that she needed, or she was going to die. But you know, people forget about those things whenever it's convenient for them. They don't think about the things that you do. They only want to remember the things that you've done, things that they've done, or you know, they only want to remember the things that they want to remember. If it's anything bad, then they want to just remember just that. They don't care. And so, you know, you get tired of being, I don't know, and my friends on my Facebook, high school, very few are with people that I work with. My family is very selected and very few. I have family members right now trying to get in on my friend list again, and they're still sitting because I'm not going to accept them. There is, but you know what? Why do you seriously need to be on my friends list to begin with? You have all the information you need to know about me on my Facebook page. I'm on Yahoo. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I mean, so anybody wants to know anything about me, there's all those sites you can go look me up. Now, granted, it's going to be hard to do it by Googling, but for the most part, it's not going to be that hard. So, anyway, my family's either funny, and so I quit having anything to do with my mom's side of the family, which is the Smith and Martin side. I had to. But I stay close to my dad's side, which is the Stinson and Shockley side, and it's the only ones I want to have anything to do with. They've not went out of their way to hurt me. They've not, nothing. I can't deal with being hurt, and I'm sick, and I don't need all the extra crap that's going around. And that's all some of these want. They just want to just run their mouth and not to see how I'm doing, but to tell me how bad they're doing. And no, I've done that, and I'm not going to do it again. So sorry. So enough about me. Now, with that, my parents also adopted my little sister and my older sister. My older sister belonged to another one of their children. And then my sister and I, we were both real blood sisters. So they adopted 3 grandchildren. And so they adopted us 3. My husband, he was adopted within the family too. And that was something we have in common, and we feel pretty much the same about everything, and I've explained to him why I only have anything to do with this side of the family. I only have things to do with this side of the family, and this is why. And sometimes you feel like you're alone sometimes, but my family, Stinson's side of the family, definitely. I love them all. They would never go out of their way to hurt me. And my husband's pretty much the same way with his family. There's just certain people you don't mess with, and you just leave them alone and let them be themselves, and what happens, happens. So, anyway, that is my little piece of the pie today, and hope you learned some part of this. And I think maybe I might add some videos maybe to this, and keep this little playlist going and see where we can take it, because there is a lot that goes with me growing up, a lot of stuff that would just make your jaw drop. And people think that they just look at you and they think, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with you. You've never been through this. You've never been through. Thing is, people don't know what each other's been through. So why are you going to sit there and say, well, you don't know what it's like for you to go? Hold up. I've been through a lot of shit. I have. And my book's still writing chapters in it. So, anyway, I'm happy I was adopted. Even though they spoiled me, very spoiled. So I was a spoiled brat. I was fed with a silver spoon. And sometimes that's not always the best thing to do. And we try not to do that with my kids. But my kids work. They have jobs. They have their own places. Do what you gotta do. Make more money. Get a second job. Sometimes you don't feel like going to work, but you do it. Gotta pay those bills. They're not gonna pay themselves. And, my kids, I'm proud of them. You don't sit there and hear them griping and complaining. They're just getting up and doing. So, anyway, you guys have a great night. Bye.